A Stickscast movie cast.
Cast.
Stickscast movie cast.
Cast.
Oh, that was gonna be so delayed. That's so worked out.
I just want to say, I think like I don't know what number we're on, but next time we hit a notable one, we should probably. Well, I will. I'm gonna go on Fiverr and get someone to like auto tune it for us.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
cause you can just pay people to make all the
Capitalism,
jingles.
right?
Yeah. So that might be the move. But Isaac, I was really looking forward to this week's Sticks cast. I was really a couple days ago. I was like, man, I just can't wait. It wasn't even over like the movie. It was just this process of just sitting
Yeah.
down.
Out of the content you're about to make.
Yeah, it's just there's something so great about it. Just gotta love it. But
Mhm.
how's your week been, Isaac?
It's been alright. I'm a little busy right now, but not too much to complain about. I just have to suffer through statistics, and then I should finish that tonight. But otherwise, I'm doing alright. How about you?
Nice. It was alright. I've just been working, but I don't know. Last night, cause every single night I get stationed in the same place, and I'll have a different coworker pretty much. And this
Mm.
time, it was this like high schooler who just like loved his job way too much, so it
Mhm.
was a bit annoying. Because he was like trying to advertise like certain products to people. And it's like, dude, no one asked. So he's like, oh yeah, personally, my favorite product is the new item of the game. It was like a figurine. And it's like, he's talking to like this like 50-year-old man. Like, dude, that guy's not gonna buy a figurine of a cute like little dog. I'm sorry, that's just not
Yeah, you
happening.
never know. Look at Funko Pop, Nils.
Yeah. Oh no. No. And he's like, yeah, it's kind of like a Funko Pop, but it's cooler.
Oh, he
He kept
said
saying
it.
that. Yeah.
Oh,
He said that.
that's
So
that's kind of gross. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah. Oh, and then big thing. I was telling Oli and Danny about this yesterday. I had two big realizations. One, Banh Mi is so overrated. It's not that good. It's just. Have you had Banh Mi, Isaac?
Yeah. Why do you think it's overrated?
It's
Did you
just
go to
like.
Fuck, what's the place called? Is it Mr. Saigon? I think.
No, because every shift, like new shift, they give us free food at
Mm-hmm.
the Kraken job, and this
Oh.
time the main food was a banh mi, and it was so underwhelming. It like,
You have to go to like a good banh mi place.
but I don't. It was so just bad. I can't imagine what like the good version of it would be. It was just overly spicy. I don't know. And then my second realization is that Justin Herbert is the banh mi of quarterbacks.
He's
Because he's
not.
just no. Because everyone talks about how he has the talent. He's got that talent, and I don't know if it's just that his coaching's dog shit, but their team always under delivers every year. Like that was the only reason he won was because of that muff punt too. Like I don't care that Denver's defense, like he couldn't get a first down that whole fourth quarter. Like it was so bad.
Yeah. All right, but like you got to think about it. So here's the thing, like there's not really a lot to dislike about Justin Herbert. He does everything right. He's super athletic. He's a big guy. He does not get injured often. He has a huge arm, and he's accurate, right? And then like yeah, you could say it's because his team's ass, but like his number one receiver's been out all season, and like he just does. He has Mike Williams, and then Guyton, I think, and Palmer, and then Eckler. Eckler's his best receiver right now. Like once Keenan Allen comes back, you'll see. But like you can't. I mean, look at Aaron Rodgers. Right, he's playing like shit because there's no one on the Packers, right? But we know Aaron Rodgers is good.
Yeah,
He
I
lost to
don't
the
know.
Jets, Nils.
Yeah, and I bet the Chargers would lose to the Jets too right now.
No, Chargers
Yeah.
would whoop the Jets.
No, no. Well, okay, this is my final point though. Matt Ryan, with an even more injured team, played better than Justin Herbert against the Denver
Yeah, for
Broncos.
1 week. For 1 week. Look at Matt Ryan's like just dog water. He is just terrible. He just had like a good game.
I'll just say this though. Well, no, I'm saying Matt Ryan when he played the Broncos
I know he just
last
had a
week.
good game.
I don't know if that was even a good game, but it was still better than
Well,
Herbert's
a
game.
better game, you know.
But
That's good by Matt Ryan's standards. So.
Isaac, call me when Justin Herbert gets to the Super Bowl, which will never happen. So
I mean, it'll happen. It will happen.
it won't happen. I'm
Well,
sorry.
yeah. Think about it. Think of like once their defense gets healthy, they will. They need Bosa back, and then they have
But dude,
Mac Bosa,
they still have Khalil
Derwin
Mack and
James.
J.C. Jackson and wait, is Derwin James injured?
Yeah,
Is he gone right now?
no, he's playing, but J.C. Jackson's been getting burnt because they're not using him right. They're using him as a man corner off the line when he should be in. I would just put him at free safety, honestly, but that's just me.
Yeah. So, anyways,
I've never
maybe
heard
it's just
like a worse take than that though. That is insane that you think Justin Herbert's overrated. You're gonna trade
a-
for him like next week, Nils.
I'm not. No, if I wouldn't accept a Joe Burrow, a Justin Herbert 1-on-1 trade. I would not
No,
accept it.
you'd offer like some shit player like Alvin Kamara if his court date ever gets set. And then you'd be like, all right, give me Justin Herbert, and then you trade Joe Burrow to someone like I don't know who doesn't have QB. Danny, I think. I don't think Danny has a
Demi,
QB.
Demi doesn't have one.
Dimitri, he has Russ, right?
No, he dropped him, and then Danny picked him up.
Oh, he dropped Russ. Fuck yeah,
He
I'll get rid of
dropped.
Dimitri.
Demi dropped Russell Wilson for like Carson Wentz,
Hey, if you want to, who's your backup QB?
a Geno Smith.
Okay, never mind. I was gonna say if you want to lend me a QB, Jalen Hurts is on his bye this week.
I'll let him do Geno.
No, I'm good.
No, you
I
know
got
you
Derek
want him.
Carr. He'll probably outperform.
Anyways, but yeah, my ultimate conclusion is
Into
that
red notice.
I know. I realize we've been talking football and it's 9 minutes, and we still got to cover our highly
5 hours
esteemed
a month. I think they give us an
Burundi.
hour of fantasy football time every month. Now.
Yeah. Let me see. Okay, so let's go to Burundi. Isaac, you know what's really funny is I was talking to my dad, and the Burundi coverage is his favorite part of the
Oh, really?
podcast.
He
Yeah.
watches. Your dad watches this.
Yeah.
Serious?
I think he's listened to like one or two of these, but he's like, I really like the
Has
Burundi
he
stuff.
Has he seen the old boy one?
No, he's only listened. So, my mom and him listened to the Lyle Lyle Crocodile one together in the car, and then I think he was listening to the one, the drumline one with Aaliyah. So, let's. Oh my. Okay. Didn't we do this last time where I searched Burundi like in a headline and it was just a different language for one of the headlines? Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna make that joke
I
then.
think so, at least.
Yeah. I don't know. There's not much going on with Burundi. You see anything?
No, I was
don't
looking
know.
this week. I couldn't find much besides like what we talked about last week. So
Yeah, I just see
it might
the.
just be a slow news week. No coups this week. Maybe next
I
week.
yeah, I love how every week we stumble upon a new like news website that just like it's just Africa and this is all Africa.
Yeah.
So
It's a big,
let's
big
see.
continent, you know.
Yeah, wait, I want to.
We should have a
Okay.
North American news network. NAN. NANN.
Wait, what's the one that the OAN? That's the conservative conspiracy one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
we're not. I'm not gonna lie. Like, ethically, it would suck to be a right wing podcast like contributor, but on the other hand, I'm pretty sure they make bank
They make so much
sometimes.
money.
If you're popular.
Yeah. Wait, reform in Burundi. Okay, so I'm reading this one. Reform in Burundi deepens ruling party divisions. Oh, this is a long article. I don't even know if I can skim this one. Wow, that holy shit. Do we even know like what the parties are for Burundi?
Which one? There's like 27 Nils.
Are there? Oh shit, I didn't even
Yeah.
know.
Do you not remember this is from my presentation?
I
It's a
actually don't.
multi-party
I'm
state.
sorry.
Yeah, let me pull it up. I think I can find out because there's one that's like 80% of the population, and then the rest.
Oh, that does sound familiar.
Oh, that sounds familiar. Yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah, let me find it. Uh, sorry, 21 parties. What is their most popular party?
Oh wait, I found parties represented in Parliament, and it's only
They
three
probably
of them.
yeah.
Because I have right here, um, okay, National Council for the Defense of Democracy, Forces for the Defense of Democracy, and their ideology. This is a Wikipedia ideology, so take that for how you
Understood.
will.
Yeah.
Hutu nationalism, right wing populism. Ooh. And see, wow, they control the Senate by a large amount. 34 seats
That
out of 43.
that
God
sounds like it.
damn.
Yeah.
Hutus are fucking dominating. Oh my god. And then the next, this is, so then you have the next party, right? National Congress for Liberty is Hutu interests. That's literally just the party. The ideology of the party is just the interests of Hutus. Damn, that sucks. So, and they have, that would be like if you had well no, it doesn't really work like that. But it'd be funny you just have a political party and then it's like Oklahoma interests,
Hmm.
you know?
Okay.
But
That's
yeah,
fair.
and they only control one Senate seat. And then the last one I see here is a Union for National Progress. And they their ideology is Burundian nationalism Tutsi interests and it's one seat.
Okay.
So, yeah, it seems like the Hutu nationalism, right wing populism. Wow,
It's a big one.
that's it. You can make that a band name, maybe. I don't
Maybe.
know.
I don't know. I feel like it's a little long. You might get an acronym.
So, but yeah, so that's pretty much. I mean, yeah, I don't really have any much more. That article looked like too much Burundi coverage there, or I don't know. It seemed like too much to skim, pretty
Yeah.
much.
That's fair.
But let's see. Well, Isaac, should we just go right into the movie this time around?
Yeah. Let's go. Tell me what you thought. Oh wait. Yeah. Wait. You should. Do you want to read the thing?
No,
The
Isaac,
synopsis.
you suggested the movie. You read the synopsis. I insist.
Thank God. I have to look it up first.
It's okay. In case you didn't
I
read the
really hope they make
title.
a sequel.
Oh God, I think that might. In case you didn't read the title, we watched Red Notice. Is it the Red Notice or Red Notice?
It's called Red Notice.
Red Notice, which came out in 2021 or last year, and it was, if I'm not mistaken, it is Netflix's most streamed film. It
I
broke
think it's
Bird
up there. Yeah.
Box record
Yeah. I think
for
so.
being the most streamed. Let me check.
Mhm.
But I think that is true. Oh yeah, Red Notice is now Netflix's most watched movie of all time.
There you go.
Okay, before yeah, because I actually want to kind of talk about that. But Isaac, you want to give a quick synopsis of this film?
Yeah. Of course. Sorry, I was reading your review because I thought it was funny. All right. Pro and cons. An Interpol issued red notice is a global alert to hunt and capture the world's most wanted. But when a daring heist brings together the FBI's top profiler and two rival criminals, there's no telling what will happen.
Oh wow,
It's a short one, yeah.
that was a short one compared to
There's
Lyle
not much to
Crocodile.
explain in the movie, you know?
Yeah. I mean, and it's kind of similar with which goes on in this movie if nothing really happens. There's nothing much
Hey!
here. So,
I thought it was fun.
okay, yeah. So Isaac, let's start. So, do you like this movie?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, like, listen, I understand that, like, Ryan Reynolds post Deadpool, he has the same like his PR team only accepts movies that he can act like like an asshole in.
Yeah, he's
Um,
making money.
yeah, he's making money. Who I respect
Yeah,
it.
who wouldn't?
And then like
Yeah,
I thought like it was like objectively it was a good movie. Like there wasn't like a ton of like special effects were good. It's a Netflix production, so you know what you're getting, and like uh I thought the plot was good. There were some twists. It's like it's very much so taking a note from like the Ocean's 11 book. of screenwriting, in the sense that like there's a bunch of like, oh, but you thought this happened, but this happened. Oh, this happened, but this happened. Um, and that's interesting. And like stuff is obviously hinted at through the movie, which leads to that. I liked it. I thought it was a fun movie. It was a little just like, I would say the worst part of the movie is literally the cast. Like Ryan Reynolds, yeah, he's haha funny, but like it. If you watch one of his movies, you've essentially seen all of them since 2015. That's my
Yeah.
big
Well,
philosophy.
let,
And yeah,
let's get into that really quick. Because yeah, let's start off with the cast because I think that is. Would you agree that is the biggest part, at least marketing wise, of this film is the leading three actors in this.
yeah,
And so, in case no one knows, the main three star lead stars are Dwayne the Rock Johnson, Ryan Reynolds, and Gal Gadot. So, and I'm just gonna say this kind of starts to get into how it kind of changed how I felt about the movie. I intensely dislike all three of these people, but for different reasons, and like I'll go in depth for each one. All right, and then Isaac, I also want to know your take on these people too.
no, of course.
Okay, so we have The Rock. I think of these three, I like The Rock the most, in a way. I think if I saw him, I think he's a cool guy. I would definitely be like, hey, Rock, you're cool. And give like a fist bump, you know? Like, oh. Other than that, I think and I respect his career and how far he's hustled and gone up to where he is now. I think it's insane. He deserves where he's at, right? I'm glad he's one of the richest actors ever, right? Like, super cool guy, great story. Now I'm gonna get to the stuff I don't like. Um, I'll get into the acting, but the first thing that it's not really related to this movie. He's one of these celebrities that's really trying to get into these like get rich like schemes of these like liquid esque stuff. So you got the Zoa energy going on, and apparently it's like actually like insanely bad for you. And I don't know. I guess there's so much controversy over the energy drink, and he kept campaigning for it. And then he's one of those many actors that's like, oh, I have my own brand of tequila. I don't know why that's the thing now with like actors. Like it must be, I don't know, some like law must have changed or some trend, or because Isaac, I know you've noticed this. Like it got to the point where then it's like, oh, Aaron Paul and Bryan Cranston have the Breaking Bad tequila. It's like, who the fuck asked? Dude, the show ended like 2014. Like, it's just so random. So I don't know what's going on. We should just do a whole episode on uncovering what's going on with that business strategy. Okay. So, but that's not really important. So, and I think The Rock can be great in movies. And he has been time and time again. But, and like other people have noted, he is not good as a leading man. And this is not like some like race thing. I don't give a shit about that. It's more he is much greater as a bit character or a supporting character where his biggest strengths are in the absurdity. Like that's where he came from, which is wrestling. That is absurdity. He was still the face of wrestling, right? And he was a good guy. But part of what made him so special was it's just so absurd. And then when he broke into movies, what really got him up there was those Fast and the Furious movies. And you know what he was doing in those Fast and Furious movies? He was literally a fucking anime character where he's like an international like cop, and it's just fucking nuts. I mean, it got so good in Fate of the Furious where he's so pissed off. He fucking flexes his bicep was his bicep, Isaac? I don't remember. Where he flexes his bicep so hard, the cast he has on his arm breaks off. This is what The Rock is good at. This is why he's so rich. And I like The Rock. But then Hollywood is like, oh, so many people like The Rock. Let's make The Rock the lead. But most times when you make a character a lead, they need to be like kind of this normal, like straight. You can still have fun with it, but they are going to be the more normal, character. and The Rock just can't do it. I don't know what is I don't know enough to explain like what makes a leading guy so compelling, even if he's just like a normal lead. But there is something I don't know if you agree with me, Isaac, but like I can list the movies where he's a lead and he is so bland, and this is one where you can fucking feel it. Like they'll give him some jokes, but holy shit, is The Rock not boring? It's so boring in this movie. Like
Mm, right.
I don't even know. It's just like, why even get The Rock? Like with that character, you can literally just save money and get someone cheaper. But The Rock is also important for branding.
Definitely for marketing. Yeah.
Yeah, and so because I'm gonna be seeing Black Adam this Thursday, and from the looks of it, it's gonna be more the same thing where he's just like this lead guy who like I just don't get it. They need to stop, but I don't know. Anyways, I'm still happy for The Rock making his money.
Yeah,
Do you
of
have
course.
anything to comment on? Because I'm gonna go to Ryan Reynolds, but I don't want to overtalk right now. With,
Um,
I mean, what do you? What's your take on that?
I think he's like the LeBron James or the Russell Wilson of movies. Like he's just unbelievably cringe at this point. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much it. LeBron James isn't really cringe. I just keep thinking of Taco Tuesday, and I want to gouge my eyes out with forks. But like,
Yeah.
he's just cringe. I think other than that, you covered it really well. Yeah.
Oh, and here, this is the easiest way to understand it. Go watch Fate of the Furious, right? And you'll be like, or Fast Five. Be like, man, I love The Rock. He's such a cool guy. I need more of this. And then after that, go rent Hobbs and Shaw, where they take out Vin Diesel as a lead. That's the funny thing. Somehow Vin Diesel works as a lead, but he's so bad. But it works, right? You need that.
Here's a
Because
ball
then when you
player.
go, because when you go to Hobbs and Shaw, where The Rock is the lead, that character becomes so boring. And like I don't, they didn't really change much of the character, but he just becomes so boring. So, yeah. All right, now let's put that to the side. Ryan fucking Reynolds. I think Ryan Reynolds is also a cool guy, pretty sure. And I respect the hustle, and I think everyone, especially now, gets what his thing is. But studios, I kind of feel bad for Ryan Reynolds. I've never seen an actor given the laziest humor I have
Hmm.
ever seen. And I'm just going to describe it in this way. In this movie, in Red Notice, one of the jokes he says, and there is no relation, there is no joke. He just says, in the Borat voice, very nice. And there is no connection to Borat. It's literally just pop culture reference. That is
Hmm.
it. And that's the epitome of Ryan Reynolds humor right now. So I feel kind of bad,
Yeah.
but he's also making money. So yeah.
Okay. I
Sorry.
will
What were
say
you
in
saying?
terms of Ryan Reynolds, like listen for all of these for basically everyone in Hollywood that's not Mel Gibson or Mark Wahlberg. Like yeah, of course I respect the hustle. It's who
Yeah.
doesn't like go make your money. Um, and for Ryan Reynolds, a lot of his career it started up like with a lot of just like not really interesting movies. Like I think his big break was what The Proposal probably.
I think
I
so. I don't
think
know
I
how he
might be wrong.
started. It's
Yeah.
so odd.
Um, but so like that's lovely. I'm really happy that like he's doing his own thing. Obviously, Deadpool was his real breakout thing.
Yeah.
Because now he's like getting into being able to call his own shots. But like I'm just a big believer that like all of Ryan Reynolds is basically Ellen DeGeneres at this point. Like he must be just like not in like he's a terrible person, like on the inside, but like
Yeah.
just in the way that his public perception is. I'm assuming just so altered, or he is like just the most consistent person ever. Because like we all went through like I'm not sure if you did, at least I did. Like we all went through like our Ryan Reynolds arc, right? When you're like, wow, Ryan Reynolds is my favorite person ever.
Of course.
Um, and like so it was like, yeah, you'd watch him. Sometimes he'd go on Ellen. But like the whole time he's like, he's not taking anything seriously. He's just a goat. Like he's having fun the whole time, messing around. He's not serious, and it's just like, okay, that's really cool. And then after Deadpool, because that was the first movie when he really got that personality, on the big screen. Like all of his roles have just been like, oh, I'm gonna make a few quips, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of that, like yeah, a lot of it's really dry, but on the other hand, I'm sure that not all of those are done by the studios. Like I'm like the very nice thing. I'm actually pretty confident that was just him.
Hmm.
Because I can't imagine a screenwriter writing, uh, say that's very nice, and then in parentheses in a Borat voice, um, on like an actual thing and getting it approved. Uh, it's just like I don't. He is either the most two faced bitch, and again, he might be like a really nice person, but just like serious, on the inside. But like
Yeah.
he there's I just can't believe that like he's just one dimensional at this point, and it's just kind of sad to see.
Yeah. I think you're on point with that. Like, because I think marketing majors should like examine Ryan Reynolds' career. Because
Yeah.
you're right, it's probably he might have the best manufactured persona ever developed by someone,
Mhm.
right? Because I legitimately do not know if that's just Ryan Reynolds and he's seriously just like that. Yeah, with like the I actually would say Ryan Reynolds is the Russell Wilson of actors because no one really
I wouldn't
knows
say
if
that.
no, because it's like is that really him like all the time? You know what I mean? Because like Ryan Reynolds has a YouTube channel and he puts on the same persona. Like he's doing that in his own leisure time, but no one actually like talks and acts like that on a consistent basis.
No, maybe. But also, I will say, I think Russell Wilson is just clearly putting on an act because I don't know if you remember when the Seahawks gave him that big extension. I think like the coldest thing of all time was just him in bed with Ciara, and he was just like, "Hey Seattle, we got a deal," and then that like at
Yeah.
2 a.m. I like. There's no way that Russ is actually cringe. There's no way. Is it Sierra or Sierra? I think it's Sierra.
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 Fuck, my bad.
Yeah. No, it's okay. But
Sierra.
no, yeah, that it's really interesting about that Ryan Reynolds guy, and I'm not gonna lie, like I haven't rewatched it, so I don't know if it hasn't aged well, but I still love like the first
Mhm.
Deadpool a lot.
No,
I
yeah,
really
it's
liked it
fine.
when it came out.
But there's a reason. There's a reason that was this big break. It's because it was good.
Yeah, I don't know. It's something with like Ryan Reynolds jokes. They're technically like and I'm not even trying to be like a comedy detective, judge. Like I have a
Yeah.
low bar for comedy. Come on, but like his
Yes.
jokes aren't really technically like jokes. It's just something. It was like this and like Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, where it's like they just don't. I forgot how the structure works, but it's not even like a joke. It's like the laziest form of like reference humor or I don't know how to describe it. I used to have like a great way to put it, but
No, no,
yeah.
I got you right here. I got you right here because I just made like a startling discovery. Ryan Reynolds is just like the penultimate white person when it comes to humor. Um, because like you know that meme that you send. It's like, well, that just
That
happened.
just
That's
happened.
literally him. That's
Yeah.
literally him.
Yeah. Yeah. Cuz
He's the
it's
ultimate white person.
well no. Okay, here we go. Oh, you're helping me
That's
out.
funny as
You're
shit.
actually helping me out. So, cuz it'll be like it's a normal scene, right? And then
Coffee.
right? And then Ryan Reynolds is with The Rock, and then
Hmm.
out of nowhere, he'll be like, "Are we having a moment? Are we having a moment?" And so then the joke is then, "Oh, Ryan's being so awkward," but it's like that doesn't really work in a way
Hmm.
because you just put that there. There was
Yeah.
nothing about that the situation in the film that was a joke. It was you making Ryan Reynolds so
Right.
well
It's a quip.
that just happened or are we having a moment right now? And then you joke on that. Oh God. Then
Right.
you joke on him doing that. It's like no, that's so lazy. You literally like yeah. There's no joke in the situation. Thank you.
Mhm.
I was like, I knew I had it, something there, but so yeah, and then let's get to the last lead, Gal Gadot. Unlike Ryan Reynolds and The Rock, I would never be like, oh hi Gal. Do people just refer to her as Gal? That's a dumb first name.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Well, okay. It's a
no,
different.
is it so? Is it like short or like different language
I don't know,
thing?
man, but like I'm, yeah, I think it's probably the latter. Yeah, I'd assume.
Hold on, let me cause no, but like Gal's a dumb name. Like, hi Gal. How does that work?
Well, she's from like she's from Israel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like they're like names just don't conform across the world, right?
Okay. Yeah. See, that's how I was like, okay, maybe. Yeah, it makes sense. But like,
Yeah, I guess so.
oh, okay, yeah. I guess that name is literally just Hebrew, so I
Mhm.
won't shit on it. Anyways,
Uh
well, I
oh, uh
redact.
oh. Our podcast has been restricted in all of the
Yeah.
Middle East.
Damn it. But yeah. So, anyways, that just still doesn't
Definitely
change
good.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gal Gadot, I can't fucking stand.
Hmm.
She's literally just not a good actress. I'm like not a good one, and I am never been in that community that's like, oh, hate on women, whatever. I not, but holy shit, she sucks. I like the reason like she's so like I don't get it. I know a lot of people still like her Wonder Woman, but
Yeah.
like part of the charm of that Wonder Woman character is because Gal Gadot is just not a great act. Like she's just not acting well in it. So then it adds this like quirk, like charm to the
Yeah.
like that. So it makes the
Shit.
Wonder Woman character so like gleefully. I
Sorry,
don't
I've
know.
got to take a
Yeah,
phone call 1 second. Let me
yeah,
see if I actually have to take this 1 second.
it's all good. So, well, guys, just me. Isaac's taking his call right now. Oh, and he's putting back
Never
on
mind.
the
Sorry, it
headphones.
was a spam call. My bad. I'm
All
expecting a
good.
phone call that I have to take if it comes up. I don't think it'll come up though, so
All
just had to
good.
be sure.
But yeah, so because I think that's what helped Gal Gadot in that Wonder Woman situation because it's like it's a superhero and Wonder Woman kind of like Superman where it's supposed to be just a charming, strong. Like there's a certain weird bar you can pull off with that type of character, and I think Gal Gadot works. Not for
Hmm.
me personally, but I get why it works for other people. I'm not gonna shit on that. But then when it comes to other movies, it's literally the same performance. Like Gal Gadot is not changing anything in Red Notice. This is the same performance that she does for Wonder Woman. Even though it's an evil character, it's the same thing, and it's just annoyed. It doesn't work because the character is supposed to be this like deceiving. You don't know what to anticipate. Like, oh, I don't know. Oh, But then she's like, well, why don't you? I'm not going to do her voice. That could get problematic. I don't know how, but
Yeah, it
it's
would be. I'm glad you caught yourself in that.
yeah, because it's like it's the same stupid. Because it's just dumb. It's just bad. It's
You just
dumb.
don't like her voice? Okay, cool.
No, well, everything, even the physicality of her performance, it's just dumb, right?
Okay.
Don't like it. And on top of that, she's not even really that good a person in real life. So that's just a double whammy there. Ooh, no more Gal Gadot, please.
Okay.
Do you disagree with me on that, Isaac? Do you like Gal
Um,
Gadot?
I wouldn't say I like her. I don't think she's a good actor. But like, I think that she's. I think that. All right, sorry. I think that she's a bad actor when it comes to like narrative-based films and stuff. I think in like action films like this one, she's all right. Um, I think that like she's just like the same. It's the same thing. Like all three of these people, they're just the same characters in every film they're in, and it's just
Yeah.
like it gets boring sometimes. But I would say she's fine for for an action actress. Yeah,
Hmm.
like she
Oh,
could
fun.
definitely like if they did like a fuck what's it on? I forget what the movie's called. Never mind.
Well, you want to know a quick fun fact? All
Yeah,
three of
sure.
these actors have been in a Fast and Furious film.
What? Gal Gadot's in a Fast and
I
Furious
can
film?
see that's how forgettable. Gal Gadot is in two
Well,
of
I
them.
just haven't. I haven't seen many of them, so I've seen
Oh,
seven.
have you seen Fast Five? The
No,
one in Brazil, dude. That's the best. Okay, Isaac. We'll save that for later. But dude, Fast
I
Five.
don't care
That's a
about
good.
Fast and the
That's a good.
Furious movies.
No, 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 no. See, that's what people say until they watch Fast Five. Because that's like a legitimately good movie. Like I
Okay.
will understand because Fast and Furious is
What
like
does the
anime
CIA?
and
It's in
anime.
Brazil.
Like
What does the CIA have to do with the film? What do they do in it?
the CIA isn't really in it. It's really just The
Oh,
Rock. That's it.
Shit. All right.
And he just gets to fuck around. I'm telling you. Okay, we might do Fast Five because that is just fucking dumb, good fun.
Don't make me
But
pull up Father Stew. Don't make me do it, Nils.
oh god, yeah. Well, but yeah. So, anyways,
No,
and
don't do
then
that.
my final point. So we've talked about how all three of these characters don't work for the film, at least for me, right?
Mhm.
Then the nail on the coffin is, well, if you know, at least they might have chemistry, right? Because this whole movie hinges on the dynamic between these characters, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it is just a generic action movie. I've seen this same type of action movie so many times, but at least we have these actors, these characters, at least make it stand out with the chemistry. Well, Isaac, I'm sad to inform you that instead, not only does the chemistry between these three not add anything. Oh no, it fucking subtracts shit. This is painful. I don't know what like. None of them have chemistry at all. It's so bad. I mean, especially like The Rock and Ryan Reynolds. Like I've seen better chemistry between The Rock and Vin Diesel, and those two hate each other in real life. And like yeah, like in those earlier movies, like they had some fun chemistry going on. There was nothing. It's so dead inside of when like Ryan Reynolds and The Rock are doing their banter. Like there's just nothing there. They do a lot of it. So you're like, oh, dude, stop. This is just not good.
Mm.
Like I don't know, and then like because yeah, I didn't like laugh once in this movie. I was just dead inside. And then so especially because like how you were saying, right, is this movie has a lot of twists and turns, right? It's like, oh, Ryan Reynolds on that side, and all these characters are on one side.
Yeah.
It just doesn't even really pay off because all those people have zero chemistry. So then you're like, oh, damn, like I don't even fucking know. It's just like, oh yeah, I guess it was written in, sure, but I don't believe anything from the characters. Like,
Mhm.
and I don't think like even the excuses like, oh well, they're all like thieves, so they're being deceiving and coy. No, like it's supposed to be entertaining, or like you can really see the deceit. It's like no, it's just they're just getting a paycheck.
Mhm.
So Isaac, I applaud you for holding out or letting me ramble, but that
Of course, that's
in
what we're here for.
essence, I just think this movie is a failure just because that is what the actors and the chemistry at least I think is what the selling point is in the movie and
Yeah.
what the movie's supposed to be of. Like that's what makes Red Notice, and there was none and about it. There's none of that in this movie. So in my opinion, it's a failure. I will and it is my least favorite movie we have watched on the Stickscast. And I think it's the
Really?
worst. I think
Really?
Tooth fucking Fairy is better than this movie.
Wow. That's big nerd, big words.
So, yeah.
Well, on the other hand, personally, I like
Yes.
again. Like, listen, I'll say I liked the movie. I didn't think that the cast had great chemistry, but I think that they had good enough chemistry to make it entertaining. Like, it's a movie with Dwayne the Rock Johnson, Gal Gadot, and Ryan Reynolds. It's not supposed to be a serious movie, right? This is
Well, yeah,
I hate
no.
to I hate to
Not at
compare it
all.
to it, but it's very similar to the Uncharted movie, right? It's supposed to be like a
Uh-huh. It
fun,
is
like you
similar.
see you
It
see a
is
lot of
similar.
different environments, you see a lot of different things. There's some quips along the way, which can get fucking annoying. Um, but like it's very much similar to like just the action adventure genre, and I think that it executed everything that it really set out to do. Like like I can tell you I don't even like again like listen objectively it is a good movie. I would say like it is not painful to watch in terms of like effects, visuals, all that stuff. Like the only negatives about this film in my mind are just like I wish that they would have picked cast members that for chemistry instead of marketing, right? But even then, I don't even think they were that bad together, and it's just like, yeah, that's my opinion. I think that I think it was fun, and I think it set out really everything it meant to. I watched it multiple times, like voluntarily. That was
Multiple,
before. Yeah, I watched it multiple times. It was
multiple.
just fun. It was just a fun movie,
Oh,
And you
I
know me,
mean,
I get super fucking particular about this shit. Like if something doesn't like even if like one little thing's off, like sound is major for me. If the sound is even a little bit off, I'll rate a movie 2 stars. Like no, I will not even hesitate. But like it was just a fun movie. Yeah.
what of the sound in particular stood out for you?
Nothing in the sound really stood out, but it wasn't bad. Is my point.
Okay, because
So in my mind, like if a movie's fun, it
yeah,
means that nothing's really taking away from it, right? Especially when it's meant to be a fun movie. Like you can't say Manchester by Sea is a fun movie. You want to
no,
like cry your
yeah,
ass to sleep, right?
yeah. Each
This
movie
movie, it's just like a lot of
elicits
action. It's
emotions
a
it's
lot of
intended.
yeah. I thought it was fun.
Um, okay, well, I'll say this. So, because like Isaac, yeah, I won't disagree with you. I mean, the movie. I'm not gonna say good, but I will say
Okay.
like action, the way it looks, the way it sounds, all the technical stuff is fine.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Nothing particularly stood out for me, so I'm just gonna say it's fine. Like I don't really, and that's the thing. I feel like I'll say this. Like this movie and the Uncharted movie, which I think we both have similar contrasting opinions
Yeah.
on, right? I think you could honestly swap out like action scenes, right, between those two. Like, and yeah, clearly like the characters,
Yeah.
it's Mark Wahlberg. I think it'd be kind of hard to fucking tell the difference, low key. I don't know. Maybe
That's
that's
fair.
like the way they're shot. They look similar. I don't know, and that's just like most just action blockbuster. And I love. I hope like this doesn't mean I dislike the action blockbuster. I just fucking said how much I love Fast Five. All right,
Yeah.
that is
Fair.
as fucking action blockbuster as I can get. But this just for me, yeah, I'm not like the way on a technical level. It's all good. They did the job. Everyone did it. But that's really it. It's just for me, the movie feels like they did the job to an extent that it really feels like they just did a job. And
Yeah, I
so,
think that's fair. But
um,
like, I would also say that it's not necessarily like what did you say like an action blockbuster, right? I would say like I think my favorite definition, I guess, for action blockbuster like example would be like Die Hard, right? Because that only action, right? But
mhm,
like with movies like Red Notice, Uncharted is another example, right? It's not just an action movie. It's an action adventure movie. Because like, they went.
mhm,
Where in Red Notice did they go? They went to I forget the island, the beach place in the beginning, but they went to like a forest. I forget which forest. It had something to do
mhm,
with Nazis, so I would guess Amazon. Um, and they just like went all over the place. They went to some like Russian prison, right? It was
yeah.
just fun, and like it's when it comes down to it, I like yeah, it is an action movie, but it's not just like I wouldn't say it's an action blockbuster if that makes sense.
Okay. I would still argue it's a blockbuster only because this movie literally has three of the most like top build
Yeah,
actors.
yeah, definitely.
So I think that might put in the definition of a blockbuster. Or like
Mhm.
Uncharted, where it has Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg
Yeah,
in a
yeah,
well established franchise of Uncharted. You
yeah.
know?
I'm trying to think of like a better trio that would be better suited for this movie. Because like let's think. I think that I'm not gonna list three actors that take too much time. Um,
Yeah.
God, who would be good? I think Jason Momoa could have played the Rock's character. I mean, the Rock's character didn't even have to be like a huge dude, so actually it doesn't even have to be him. I
No.
think that
That's the
like
thing. That's what I literally meant is The Rock was so
what
replaceable in this movie.
FBI agent is built like that?
That's like
That's not a thing. I've seen
yeah.
FBI agents. I live in DC. They are not built, not
Yeah.
like that.
So, um,
Although I would love it if the FBI just started making their agents take steroids. That'd be really funny.
yeah. I will. Oh, actually, and I will say, speaking of action adventure, because I know it seems like I hate action adventure.
No.
One movie that's surprising that I actually kind of like is the Jumanji movie.
Oh,
It's
oh
not
my God, I love those.
so, but not the
Love
like.
those.
I meant the one with the Rock though.
No, I know which one they're
Yeah.
referring.
I haven't seen the second one, but I've
Oh,
seen
you
the
should.
first
It's
one.
good. It's really
It's a fun
good.
time. That is a
Yeah.
fun, good old fashioned time. That was an action adventure blockbuster. I can wholeheartedly, and I don't even really like Kevin Hart that much, but I really like. They tried. The
I
chemistry's there between
love
them
those
all.
movies. I love.
So
You should definitely see the second one. It's really fun. It's really fun, Nils.
yeah, I'm gonna wait till I'm back like in Tacoma where I have my big
Okay.
TV. Because that's
Fair.
the thing. When I'm watching these like blockbusters, I'm watching on my like tiny TV in my room. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know if this is the right way to be watching it.
That's fair.
So
I
yeah,
just watch them
but
on my phone anyway.
you watch your movies on the phone?
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, sometimes I watch them on my TV, but
Damn,
you work with what you get, you know.
I can't do that. But I'm too, just need all the screen, to
Yeah,
truly
I got a cinephile here. Yeah.
don't truly appreciate the aspect ratio, of the change.
Right.
But
Yeah.
but yeah, here's another. I'll give one more example of action adventure with good chemistry. Ready for well, yeah, it's still action adventure. I don't give a fuck.
Go for
Lord
it,
of the
man.
Rings,
Yeah.
Fellowship of the
I would
Ring.
say that's adventure, but
Come
yeah, fair.
on now.
Fair.
There's
I would
action
agree.
in it, but yeah, no, that's
Did you
still
watch The
I
Rings
get.
of Power?
I watched the first 3 episodes, and then it's
Okay.
not that I was like, I hate it, Black Dwarf. I just couldn't get back into it.
Okay.
Because it was like I was watching Rings of Power and House of the Dragon at the same time at first,
Gotcha.
and that was like before school started. And then once school started, I was like, man, I really have like time to like watch one of these shows, and I really like House of the Dragon, and Rings of Power is just like fine for me.
Yeah.
So I've just been sticking
Fair.
with House of the Dragon. But are you
Okay.
watching Rings of the Power?
Yeah, I'm all caught up on both. I don't know why people dislike it. Like, it's not Tolkien and it's not Percy Jackson, obviously, but it's like,
It's not
shut up.
Percy Jackson.
Just
Wait,
shut
why?
up.
Wait, why are you
Yeah,
comparing it to? Wait, why are you
what do you
comparing it to
mean?
Percy Jackson? You said it's
No, the
not Percy.
director knows. Dumbass. The guy who directed the trilogy.
It's Peter Jackson. It's not
I just
Percy
said Percy
Jackson.
Jackson. Oh, my bad. I said Percy. Holy shit.
I don't.
Oh my god. I said Percy Jackson. Holy shit.
That worked out so
That's
well though, because
embarrassing.
Percy Jackson is those books or whatever. Remember?
Dude, I never read those. I don't know why I said
Oh
Percy
my
Jackson. I've
god.
never read them. I've never seen the movies. I never did any of that, so I don't even know
Someone
why.
was really fucking mad that Rings of Power isn't just like the Percy Jackson movies out there.
No, that's my bad. I meant Peter Jackson. Thank you for correcting me.
Yeah.
This is the second time that's happened to me, actually.
Oh my god. Well, oh, all right. Well, Isaac, what would you give the Red Notice? What score?
I gave it a 4 out of 5.
4. Okay. 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 Damn. I think this is.
You gave
This
it
is
what, a
starting the
2?
biggest.
Oh, don't tell
Ooh.
me you gave it lower than a 2. No.
Ooh, Isaac, this might be the biggest difference we've had in scores.
Really? What did you rate it?
I gave it a 1.
Wow. All right. That's a 3-star difference, man.
Yeah,
Nice.
that is just a little difference
Just a
there.
little different. Yeah, just a little bit. Wee
Damn.
difference. Wow.
Well,
Well, the more
yeah.
you know, right?
Well, fuck. So, and it's not going to be the next episode. It's not much is really going to change because we're doing the Romeo and Juliet movie.
Oh god, I love that movie so much.
Yeah, and you saw my review for that, so that's going to be
Yes, sir,
another.
respect, too.
God, when was the last time on the Stickscast we did like a movie I gave a good? Hold on, I'm gonna check really
I
quick
don't
because
know,
people
Nils.
were like, "Damn, this guy fucking hates movies," and where I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh,
You just hate
hold
the
on,
arts, don't you?
I guess I do." Let's see, Lyle Lyle Crocodile, Do Revenge. I gave like a 3, so yeah,
No, we
no.
gotta look at anything really like 4 and above, I'd say.
Drive. I gave a 3. Uh, Drumline. I think I gave 3.5, but I almost gave it a 4. That's a good movie.
Okay.
Then Planet of the Apes. There we go. Okay. But
Yeah,
oh
Planet of the
damn,
Apes. Wow, that's
hold
been a
on.
while.
Wait, the best part though is then it's Akira, which I think I gave a 3.5. And then you have Bullet Train, which I gave a 3. And then Prey, which I gave,
should
I
buy
think, a
that
three and a
movie.
half. Bullet
Mhm.
Train, yeah, it's out now.
Yeah,
Oh, and
I was
then,
looking at it on
oh,
Amazon earlier.
holy shit. And then you have fucking Free Guy. Damn. And then RRR. Okay, that one I give
This
a
is
four
a
and a
really
half.
pain. This has been a really painful, like, experience for you, hasn't it?
I guess so. That was 3 months ago. But no, we did Planet of the Apes trilogy. All right, that's
Yeah,
good enough. We're
it's
gonna
three
get
movies.
yeah, and when it gets to like December, we can do like special episodes because you might be in
Mm,
town. We can, like
good
the
point.
winter
Good point.
break.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, but all right. I mean, I think that's it. Isaac, you have anything left to say?
I think I'm all said.
All right. Well, I don't know how to end this podcast. We don't really have a thing we ended on here. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Uh,
bye.
all right.